Hi, my name is Travis Flayens from WebWorks of Kansas City, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a new email address in your cPanel web host and then set up that new email address for your personalized domain using Gmail as your email client. So here I am at my domain, which is webworks.black. This is just a demo domain I use. But if you're on cPanel, this will work for any domain. So just go to your domain name and then hit /cPanel. Now, to log into your cPanel, you'll want to use your username and password that you've been given. And once we're in, scroll down a little bit, find email accounts. If your cPanel dashboard looks different than this, just find the icon for email accounts. And now we're going to add an email account. So enter the email prefix that you'd like, and then any password you'd like. And being that we're going to use Gmail as an email client, nothing is actually going to stay here within our server. I always just create the mailbox quota as unlimited, so I don't run into storage issues in the future and possibly not get those emails forwarded or delivered over to your Gmail account. So now I'm just going to hit create account. So the account has been created, and now if you want to ever check your email from your cPanel, you can do that here in the little more drop down, access webmail. But we're not going to do that. We're actually going to configure our mail client, and we'll scroll down here and it gives you all the manual settings. This is what we want, and we're going to use the secure SSL/TSL settings, which is the recommended. So we're just going to leave this screen up so we can reference it, and in a new tab we're going to go over to Gmail and log in. So here I'm in the Gmail inbox. I've already logged in. We're going to go to the settings icon, go down to settings, and now we want to go to accounts and import because we're adding a new account, a new email account that we want to manage through this Gmail. And we're going to set up both the send mail as and the check mail from other accounts. I like to skip a step here, and if you set the account that you want to check before the one you want to send, your confirmation email will actually automatically be sent to your Gmail. So if not, if you accidentally do it the other way, then you can actually just go into your cPanel and check the email address from there for the confirmation. But you'll see as we go. Here we go. So we're going to add a POP3 mail account that we own. And you'll get a little pop-up here. Enter the email address, which on this case I set up demo. Now your username is going to be your full email address. Your password is the password we set up. Now for your POP server, we're going to go back to the cPanel page that we have up, and the POP server here is the incoming server, and I'm just going to copy that over, and remember the POP3 port here is 995. Go back into our pop-up, paste the POP server here, change the port to 995, and we're also going to select always use a secure connection. Now something else I like to do, because I manage lots of email addresses from within my Gmail, and if you're doing the same thing, I like to label my incoming messages so they have a special label so I know that they came from this domain name. I'm just going to call this one black. I'm going to create a new label here. So there we've created a label. Now we're going to just hit add account. Now the great thing is Gmail's automatically going to ask us, do we want to send email as our new email address as well? So let's just go ahead and finish the whole process. Yes, we want to. We're going to use that same email address, obviously. And now for the name, you can put whatever name you want here. If it's a professional email address, you probably want to use your name because this is what shows up as in the when other people see who the sender of the email was. Something else that's kind of trendy nowadays for business is if you're a small business, put Travis, at WebWorks of KC, for example. That way, you know, the recipient knows who it's coming from and the business. So if they're looking for you, an email from you specifically, they see it's from you. If they're looking for your business specifically, they see it's from your business. So this is kind of a trend right now. I do one of the two, use my full name or this. So the next step, our SMTP server, which is the outgoing server. So we're going to go back to our cPanel settings, check it out. And it's the same in this case. We're going to go back to our pop-up server, and our port is 465. 465. Username again is your full email address. Your password is the same password, of course. And we're going to use the SSL add account. There we go. It's going to ask us to confirm our code. So let's go back into our Gmail. Let's go back to the inbox. And if the email's not here yet, it may take a few moments, but we'll just hit the refresh button and wait a few seconds. Okay, so we've gotten our confirmation email, and you can see it's got the little label, Black WebWorks, because it was sent to our demo at webworks.black, so it has that label. Now we're going to copy this confirmation code, and we'll left our pop-up open, so we'll go back to our pop-up, paste the confirmation code, and just hit verify. Now it's went away. We've verified our account. And so the last thing we're going to do is we're going to go back into our settings and go back to the accounts and import. And there are two things you might want to consider here. If you don't ever use your Gmail account and you just like to use Gmail as your email client, you might consider making your professional email address your default. This means that automatically when you send an email, the email will come from demo@webworks.black. You don't have to select it from a drop-down, but you have the option to send from either one. Also, I like to select when replying to a message, reply from the same address the message was sent to. Now that you have multiple email addresses in your Gmail email client, you'll want to better manage which emails that you're sending from when you reply. So for example, if somebody sends me an email to webworksofkc@gmail.com, when I hit reply, it's automatically going to come from webworksofkc@gmail.com. And the same with demo. If somebody sends me an email to demo, then when I reply, it's automatically going to come from demo. So now that we've got that set up, we're just going to go back into the inbox and we'll compose an email so I can show you what it looks like in the drop downs here. So I hit compose and see we set it to automatically come from demo. But if I decided at this case I wanted to send it from my Gmail account, or if I've added multiple professional email addresses, then you can choose it from the drop down here and just select which email address you want it to actually come from. So let's do a little testing here, a little demo. I'm going to go into one of my other email addresses, Yahoo email address, and I'm going to compose a new email to our new email address that we've created. And so I'm going to send this to demo@webworks.black. So there, it's off. And I'm going to go back to the Gmail inbox and hit refresh here. And it may take a couple seconds or for you to receive it. especially with a new email address that you've just recently created. The Gmail algorithms are set, they automatically check the emails for you from your professional email addresses. But the algorithms work that the more often you receive email at that email address, the more often it will check it. So you can tell it to refresh and it'll automatically try to pull from the other box, but there is still some delivery time based on the various email clients and email systems that are being used. So it may take a moment for us to get this email. All right, so we see we've got our new email, and again, it's labeled Black WebWorks, and it's all come through. And of course, as you can see, it's sent to demo from my other test email address. Now, let's reply to this email, and I'm just going to show you what it looks like whenever you reply after we've changed the default in the settings to reply from the email address that it was sent to. So we've hit reply, and we can see here, if you click on the header information, that it's automatically coming from our new email address. So we don't need to change it at all. If for whatever reason somebody sent it to your personal email, but you prefer to move this over to your business email address to continue the conversation, or vice versa, you can select the drop down and choose which email you want it to come from. So we can send it from our Gmail there, or of course go back and we can send it from our professional email address that we just set up. So I hope this was a great overview for you of how to create an email address in your cPanel web host, and then use Gmail as your email client for your new professional email address. So, best of luck. Thank you.